Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Well, today we are back with another gear review, and we are reviewing the Dr. Duck Duck Locker, and this is the first generation Duck Locker. This was a present from my wife a couple of seasons ago, and I am on season 3 with this bag, so I want to go over it with you. Guys, the Duck Locker is not your average blind bag. This is a blind bag on steroids. It is very large and holds a lot of gear and is very well made at a price point that came in right around $300 when this bag was purchased. So it's a high quality bag, very well built, and it will be able to store a lot of gear for a person who may be a public land hunter on the go. You're hunting timber, you're hunting in the blind, you're maybe in a kayak, a boat, whatever it may be, the Duck Locker may be a good fit for you. And like I mentioned, a lot of storage on this bag. This is the rear side of the bag where the shoulder straps are, and this even has storage in the back side where your back would fit against to store little odd and end things. As we go to the side of the bag, it has large waterproof pockets, which I can tell you guys, they are not or have not been for me 100% waterproof. That is one downside to the bag, or this particular one that I purchased. During heavy rains and bad weather, I have had water accumulate inside these pouches, and I have to take my gear out to have everything dried out. So I wish that could be a little bit better. As we move to the front of the bag, this is the main pouch, guys. This is where the Dr. Duck Locker gets its name. You can see it is a locker organization style inside to this particular bag, blind bag, and it has room for just about everything that a duck hunter could use, guys. I have my calls, my thermocells, beanies. I even have my Vienna sausages and my toilet paper for when Mother Nature calls. I have sunglasses. I have just about everything, like I mentioned, that you could possibly need out in the field. I also have my shells stored. I use a lot of my heavier stuff in the bag. I put it towards the bottom in these bottom two spaces just to kind of balance it out and keep the center of gravity in the bag correct so it's not tipping over. I have 2 boxes of shells here that are completely full, as well as a Ziploc bag you see here with extra shells in case I need them, and that is just in the bottom left storage hatch where you can see all the room here, guys. So 2 boxes of shells and a whole Ziploc bag of shells will fit just in that one slot. On the other slot at the bottom, I have gloves, beanies, all my clothing, all the stuff that I may or may not use depending on the temperature and the conditions here in Louisiana when we're out hunting. I also have a full rain suit from Cabela's that I keep in there at all times. So you see that it's a pretty large item. I have it stashed in this bottom right portion of the bag along with all the gloves and everything else, and it fits no problem, guys. So you can fit a lot of gear. It's also made to be strapped onto a tree. So if you're hunting timber and you're a timber hunter, you have the bag strapped onto a tree. You have a shell pouch here where you can throw your shells in there. You can stand in the water in your waders, and as you shoot, you need a shell, you just grab it and you go ahead and load up your gun. So that's a really nice feature of this bag. As we go to the back of the bag, you'll see the straps here, guys. The straps are very heavy duty, very well stitched, and I have grabbed on these things and tugged on these things for 3 seasons, and they've held up perfectly fine. If I could tell you there's any downsides to this bag besides the pouches not being 100% waterproof, guys, it would be that the bag is very bulky, like I mentioned. So it's not something that you're going to carry easily with you as far as, going in with a light load to make a public land hunt. It's a big bag. It's going to take up some room, and it's going to have a little bit of weight to it if you're carrying gear that you see like I have here in the bag. But overall, guys, I give it a thumbs up. The Dr. Duck Locker is a phenomenal product, coming in at a price point that is not cheap. You're looking at about $300, but it is worth the quality for the quality that you get in this particular bag.